Hi again, everybody. Those of you watching on YouTube and or via WarrenWilsonOwls.com. My name's Chris Sheeman. This is Taylor Huntley, the senior swimmer for your Warren Wilson Owls. And Taylor, thanks for giving me some of your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Taylor, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, how you got involved in swimming.
Okay, so I grew up in Mason, Michigan. Michigan is a really big swimming state. Swimming is huge there. So I actually started swimming I learned to swim when I was like 3. Started competitive swimming when I was 8, just as a way to keep me occupied during the winter break. So then I was club swimming until high school, and then I was varsity all 4 years, and then I started here right away my freshman year.
I'm from Ohio, and I had never heard the whole swimming is big in Michigan. What is it about Michigan that has made swimming such a big sport there?
Well, that's a good question. I know that MSU and U of M are really huge into swimming. U of M is that's where Michael Phelps went, so yeah, you can just that that's big. His coach was the coach for U of M, so they're very good, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay, well, that's understandable, I guess. So what made you come all the way from Michigan to choose Warren Wilson?
Well, I'm a creative writing major, so that's a program that is rare in the country. So I found Warren Wilson through looking for creative writing schools, and then I was just intrigued enough to visit, and then I fell in love when I got here and applied early decision, and that was the end.
It's kind of hard not to fall in love once you're here. You're pretty much you're not going home. You're not going back to Michigan. Yeah. I'm not going back to Ohio. You're not going.
Not going back to Ohio.
Easy.
We can put that aside.
Let's talk a little bit about creative writing. I have a buddy who's a professor, and he did that. That was his major, and he went to grad school. Have you written anything?
I've written plenty across my time here. Nothing published, of course. I'm working on my portfolio now for my senior writing project, and that will probably be submitted for publication. Ooh, that's scary to even say, but yeah, hopefully that'll be it.
Do you find it's difficult to put yourself out there and put your work out there, and then once it's out there, and then it can be judged? See, I have big problems with that.
Yeah, it's nice here because in the classes, you're sharing your work all the time with your classmates. However, knowing your classmates and the people that you're submitting to is different than submitting to some email address of somebody in San Francisco or New York, places I've never even been. So yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
Tell me a little bit about the swimming season. I know it's a difficult set of circumstances. Maybe that's not the right word to put it, but it's an opportunity, I guess, too, with the pool closing and only doing a half a season. I talked to Nick about this, so just give me your thoughts on that a little bit.
Well, it's definitely a new kind of season and a shorter season, which I wouldn't call a challenge. I think that's kind of a nice thing. So we're going to be doing a lot more open water because of the way our pool is this year. We're going to swim open water twice a week instead of just twice throughout the season. That's really exciting, especially for me. I love open water swimming. And we're going to have fewer races, traveling more, I think, more weekends. But other than that, it's just going to be the normal swim season, normal 5 days a week practicing.
This is coming from a complete frame of mind of just total ignorance. I'm from Ohio, what can I say? But tell me a little bit about the differences. What is open water? What does it entail as compared to maybe what we know as traditional swimming meets?
So an open water race, it's sort of more fun because everyone starts in the water. And then it's kind of a jostling for a little while, maybe like half a mile to get to the front. And you're kind of like swimming over other people, and you don't have your individual lanes like you have in a pool. And you also you have to change your stroke a little bit because you need to be able to see ahead of you and see what's coming up. So you do the sighting. And then you're only marked by buoys. So other than I need to hit this buoy, I need to hit that buoy, you're not like constricted to a lane. You're just exploring the water. Usually it's a little bit choppier. There are other circumstances to take into account. So there's more going on in your mind than in a pool. And that can be really it can be challenging for some people, but it can also be really engaging and like a different kind of swimming for people who've been swimming. Like me, I've been swimming for 14 years, so it's just a really cool new thing.
Did you ever do any open water stuff, like you go up to northern Michigan up there? I've heard it's really beautiful up there.
Yeah, I participated in a few triathlons when I was in high school. So we did those open water. We went to the Pinckney Recreation Center. That was where I had a few of them. Clark Lake in Jackson, Michigan. And then I grew up in Lake Michigan, and we would just swim up and down the coast. It's similar to an ocean. So, yeah, that was really nice.
All right, Taylor, we'll let you go. And thanks for giving us some of your time. This is Taylor Huntley, everybody, senior swimmer for Warren Wilson.